Support for This One Time in Kankakee comes from Raven Spring Media, where method, media, and mindfulness create impact. From video production, photography, animation, and team building, Raven Spring Media creates compelling content that captures your brand's unique story in a strategic way. With over 20 years of visual storytelling experience, Raven Spring Media brings together creative expertise and a fresh perspective to every project they undertake. Begin your story today at ravenspringmedia.com. Support for This One Time in Kankakee comes from the Kankakee Area YMCA. The Kankakee Area YMCA is more than just a gym. It's a movement of thousands of people making positive changes in their lives and their community. The YMCA is Kankakee's premier provider of family health and wellness. Become a Y member today at their location on Kennedy Drive in Kankakee or at k3ymca.org. For youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility, the Kankakee Area YMCA. This one time in Kankakee, I got ran over by a tractor. So just say that whole thing for me.
Yeah, actually it wasn't Kankakee.
I know it wasn't Kankakee, but Kankakee is just the area.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's actually Manteno, but just say this one time in Kankakee.
This one time in Kankakee, I was run over with a tractor.
Perfect. Thank you. Monday, July 20th, 2026, my grandfather Franklin Weber passed away at the age of 93. Roughly a year ago, back in the summer of 2025, I sat down with him in his home office with a microphone. He was 92 years old then. We recorded the story of how, when he was just a 3-year-old boy in July of 1936, a massive farm tractor rolled directly over his leg and how his father did the impossible to save him. That recording session became the pilot of This One Time in Kankakee when we launched back in October of 2025. His story is the one I used to pitch to my bosses, who ultimately decided, yes, we love the idea of this show and we want more of it. So it's only fitting that we revisit the pilot episode of This One Time in Kankakee with my grandfather, Franklin Weber. My grandparents got to celebrate their 70th wedding anniversary together this past June. And as my family and I have been processing his loss over the past week, I found myself going back through the raw audio from that original recording session. When I listened closer to the parts of our conversation that didn't make it into that first version, I realized we missed some of the most profound details of that story. Because the miracle wasn't just that a 3-year-old boy survived. The miracle was hidden in the dirt, the iron, and the mechanics of the machine itself.
That was a Fordson tractor. It was made in 1916, one of Henry Ford's earliest models of Fordson tractors.
A 1916 Fordson. It wasn't just a tractor. It was a 2,500-pound beast of industrial iron. And on that hot July morning in Manteno, Franklin's father, Phil, was backing it up to hook up a plow. Now, if you ask the neighbors back then to describe Phil Weber, they'd tell you he was a good man, an easygoing German fellow. But they'd also tell you he moved like molasses.
Oh, he was a kind of an easygoing German fellow, and he liked to do things, but he was never fast at it. He was always a slowpoke getting things done. And a lot of people got irritated because he didn't work quick enough to get something accomplished. But yeah, whatever he did, he always did it right. And that's one thing they always would say. Phil is slow, but he does it right when it's all said and done. So that's how he was looked at, I think.
But love moves faster than cast iron. When 3-year-old Franklin accidentally ran behind the tractor's massive rear wheel, the slow-moving father moved in an instant. The tractor knocked Franklin down, and the giant wheel rolled over his thigh. The reason Franklin's leg wasn't instantly crushed to splinters was hidden in the mechanics of the wheel.
You could see that wheel. It had lugs on it for traction, and those lugs would pick up dirt and pack in there. And so that wheel, with those lugs on, run over my leg, and maybe one of the lugs broke my bones. I don't know, but we're just lucky that it went in between my hip and my knee and didn't crush anything else. And I come out of it with not being a cripple, because I could have messed up my hip or crushed my knee at that time.
A cushion of packed Midwestern earth jammed tightly between iron teeth, holding back the weight of 1.5 tons of steel. It broke his femur, but it saved his life. Then came the moment that defined our family history. Phil leaped off the machine, put his shoulders against the wheel spokes, and lifted the massive Fordson off his son. The town spent weeks trying to recreate it. Strong young farmers tried to lift the tractor, and it wouldn't budge an inch. In our original pilot, we wrapped the story up right there. But in the unreleased audio, my grandfather revealed the lifelong toll that single moment of superhuman strength took on his father.
Can you talk about the effect that had on your father physically?
It probably bothered him, but I was kind of young then, so I don't know exactly how that all worked. But I would have thought it would put a strain on him for a while until he got over that tenseness of having that happen, because he could have almost lost me. But luckily, that didn't happen.
Do they speculate there's a connection between him pushing up against that tractor, lifting up something so heavy, leading to all the hernia trouble he had? I guess that's what I meant.
Yeah, probably. As I grew up, I know he always had problems with hernias. And so I got an idea that's maybe where they all started. He tried to push so hard that it messed up his system, and he had those hernias.
Weber spent the rest of his life dealing with the physical damage of that single desperate lift. He traded the integrity of his own body to buy his 3-year-old boy a future. And what a future it was. Because of that dirt-packed wheel, and because of a father who gave everything in a single second, Franklin Weber got to live 93 full, beautiful years. He got to marry the love of his life, celebrate 70 years of marriage, spending some 60 years or so operating F. Weber Printing Company in Manteno, and launch this podcast with me at age 92. He leaves behind a family that will love and remember him forever. Rest in peace, Papa. We love you.
I think that's all I need, unless there's anything else you want to add.
I can't think of anything right now, but there's a lot of other things in life you can talk about, but we're interested in this, so this is pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, and obviously you've told this story many times over the years.
Yeah, it's been talked about a lot.
The This One Time in Kankakee is produced by me, Jake Lamore, and the WVLI Podcast Network. If you have a story that you'd like to share, shoot me an email at jake@milnermediapartners.com and finish this sentence for me. This one time in Kankakee. Listen to all of today's local news in one place.
Checking your WVLI News, I'm Rob West.
The WVLI News Update brings you the day's news in 10 minutes or less. Clear, credible, and on your schedule. Follow now wherever you get your podcasts or at WVLI927.com and click on air. It's all part of the new WVLI Podcast Network. The voices you trust beyond the dial.